Hi and happy Holy Saturday. Today is the day after Jesus died on the cross. They buried him in a tomb and rolled the big stone in front of the tomb. Most people think that the next step is just wait until Sunday and he'll arise from the grave. We already know the end story. But have you ever wondered where he went after he died? Because on the cross, remember yesterday, he said he gave up his spirit in Luke 23 and 23:46. When he gave up his spirit, his body was still in the tomb, but where did his spirit go? It says in Ephesians 4 verses 8 through 10 that he ascended on high and led the captivity captive. So he actually went into the earth and brought up all the Old Testament saints who died in the Old Testament that believed in God, put their faith in God, but they were in this intermediary place called paradise. How do we know this is paradise? Because on the cross, when the thief repented, he said, "Jesus, remember me." And Jesus told him, "What? I will see you in paradise." So Jesus actually took the people who were in paradise in this intermediary place and took them up to the third heaven where God's presence is. That was one of the things he did. Now, the second thing that he did was he went and proclaimed to these spirits that were imprisoned in Hades. After researching it kind of clicked. It was like, oh, okay. So after looking at who was in the days of Noah, so if you remember the fallen angels, they were in the days of Noah. They actually, procreated with the women of the earth, and they created what is called the Nephilim, right? These are the fallen angels that Jesus imprisoned and held captive and bonded them still to this day, and because they disobeyed God and the territory that he told them that they could go. So in John MacArthur's commentary, it said these imprisoned spirits refers to the fallen angels or demons who were permanently bound because of their wickedness. The abyss is where the inhabited demons have been since the days of Noah until their final sentencing. Matthew 8 verse 31 and Luke verse 31 mention the abyss where even the demons didn't want to go. So now going back to Hades, right? What is Hades? A lot of people say Hades is hell. However, so if we look at the story of the rich man and the beggar, right, Lazarus, when they died, Lazarus went to a place called Abraham's bosom. And this was the so-called, paradise that Jesus ascended to and took the captivity captive. The rich man died. It said that he went to a place of torment. Now, in this place, it says that the rich man actually looked up to Lazarus and saw him on the other side with Abraham. They could actually see each other. And it said that there's a great chasm between them, like this great kind of like, well, neither one of them could go to or from each other's side. As I sit in today and think about, we think we're just waiting for Jesus to raise on Sunday. Like Friday was done and now we're just waiting for Sunday. But in the silence right now, while Jesus is laying in the tomb, he was actually still working. He wasn't resting. His body was resting, but he wasn't working. His spirit was still working. He was taking all of the Old Testament saints to the presence of the Lord and also proclaiming the victory over death and sin for all of the past, present, and future sins. And what a glorious and wonderful thing that is. So today I'm thinking about, all of the struggles that we go through here on earth. It just reminds me that even in his silence, when we don't hear from him, he is still working. and he always works things out together for the good for those who love him. I hope you have a super Saturday. We'll talk tomorrow.